Hello everyone, this is me Satya here, and I am doing your second week of July reading, start from 8th through the 14th of July 2019. This is going to be for the sign of Aquarius. So let's see what's coming up for Aquarians for the second week of July, which has already started obviously. So let's begin the reading. Let's see what's coming up for you people. Be mindful of the fact it is a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone out there, so pick whatever resonates and leave the rest. You can always reach out to me for a personal reading to know what is coming up for you in your particular situation. Do check out the affirmation set that I am offering, which help people get rid of their subconscious blocks. And they are spiritually charged. They work really fast. And you can also check out the new thing that I'm offering right now, which is manifesting your dream desires and goals using my techniques, which are 100%, which work always, like, 100% lead. So there is no question or doubt. And I will be with you until unless you manifest those dreams of yours, which you will start manifesting with me. So if you're willing to have me in your journey of manifestation, you can reach out to me on my email ID in the description box after checking the description box. So yeah, let's get into the reading. Let's see what's coming up for Aquarians. You do have the moon paired up with Nine of Wands, Two of Wands paired up with Eight of Swords. Wow. So it's not going to be an easy week for you. It's more of you're overthinking. You're more self-sabotaging yourself. It's like maybe you're waiting on for something, and the way you are waiting is not right. Like, it's okay to, it's a normal thing. If you want something to happen in your life, you obviously wait for that thing to happen. But there are certain things that you can do while the waiting period is, still going on for you. So it's I believe the way you are waiting for things to happen is not right. So you really need to change something about that. I do see some sort of envious energy around you as well. It is, I believe, it's coming from you, or it could be coming from the person that you are dealing with. The energies could be reversed because this is a general reading. Be mindful of that as well. Um, if you really want things to happen in your life, whatever it could be, if you see a person who is happy in a relationship, if you see them and if you feel envious about it, then that is somehow blocking you. Hold on for a second. So yeah, I'm sorry for that. So yeah, I was saying, like, if you see someone happy with within a relationship, and if you feel like, I wish I was, I was having this happy relationship too. But there are two ways of looking at that. Like, if you see a happy couple, and if you bless them, and if you wish them good, and you pray for yourself as well, and you take that, seeing a couple or happy couple together having good time. If you see a couple, if you see that couple as a sign from the universe to you, that now universe is now about to send you a person who would be, you know with who you could be as happy as you see the other couple. So if you see this, happy couple that way, it is going to bring you happiness. It is going to bring you the time, when you will be with your partner. But if you see the same couple as an, you start feeling like, no, look at the guy is more good than the girl. And if you start judging them on their, on their looks, on the way they treat each other, and if you feel like, if I was his girlfriend, I would do certain things. If I was, her boyfriend, I would be doing this and that. So, just stop doing that, because I believe that is one thing which is going to block you if you really want to manifest something good in your relationship zone. I do see negative energy, like if it applies to your work and finances, and if you see a happy person with their money, who is spending money lavishly on themselves, and if you start judging them for, maybe they are spending so much money on themselves, and they are not, giving out charity. They are not going to tell you before, they give out charity. So stop judging people. Stop all those negative emotions. If you have any, then I would suggest you to try to cleanse your energy, because I do see you really need to cleanse your energy, because that is something which is blocking you, which is making you overthink about certain things which you should not be even considering about. Like, you should not be considering them. And the more you think negative, the more you are going to block yourself, the more you're going to overthink about certain things, which is like, which has no connection to you right now. But yeah, if you think about things positively, if you take things positively, um you are going to attract that positivity in your life. But I do see you struggling with that during this, this week. This week is going to be a tough week for you. Maybe you are, um maybe it's like, because maybe you are surrounded with people like that. Like maybe your people around you, or the group that you stay most of your time, is like that. So that's why that energy is kind of, it's affecting you in a very negative way. So I would suggest you, if that's not your energy, but you see that coming from the people around you, I would suggest you to stay away from those kind of people. Don't interact much with them. If you hear them speak something bad about others, try to just walk out of that group. Like, don't be a part of such negative conversation, I would say, because that is going to affect you in a way or two. So be mindful of that. Avoid getting into any such negative, talks that you would be having or would be doing as well. It could be the energy of the person that you are dealing with as well. So maybe you are dealing with a person who is like, that way, who see other couples, and they start, thinking like, my girlfriend or my boyfriend doesn't have this or that. So it's more of that kind of energy. It's not it's not a positive state of mind, I see. So it's going to be a tough time for you if you are in a relationship with such a person who always kind of, compare you with the other person. Like, seeing the other person, they would be like, I wish you were as sexy as that person is. I wish you were as handsome as that person is. So if you are in that kind of a relationship, I would suggest you to kind of, like I said earlier, just, you really need to cut contact with that kind of a person. You really need to walk out of that kind of relationship, because it is toxic. Even if you see, or even if you don't, this is toxic. This whole thing is negative. So don't keep yourself in a negative loop, because it's not gonna end. Especially if it is a person that you're dealing with, if it is someone special to you, like your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. If you stay with a person like this, it is going to spoil your positivity as well. So be mindful of that. You really need to decide, maybe, because, seeing this card here, you really need to, because only you can free yourself from such influence around yourself. So work on that. If you have to deal with such people around you, if you have no other way out, I would suggest you to have at least, 5 to 10 times, a breathing exercise. If you start to feel that negativity coming from the other people around you, just breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and close your eyes and try to relax and let go of what they are talking about. Try to start thinking something positive in your head, so you don't stay focused on what the negative things they are talking about. So you don't let that negativity affect you. You can also use positive affirmations. You can also use different ways of protecting your energy. If you are with a person like this, I would suggest you to cleanse their energy as well. Like, you can use water technique. You can use other other techniques to purify that person's energy too, so they also stop having that toxic kind of vibe towards others. If you really want to be with this person, if you really love this person, if you really want them to change, and you don't want to kind of impose your way of looking at things to them on them, but at the same time you really wish they were a bit positive, you can change their attitude in a positive way without telling them you are wrong, because that's going to annoy them. So yeah, it's going to be a very tough. I see very heavy energies around you during the second week of July. You do have two of swords underneath the deck. You do have the Empress. You do have the Four of Pentacles. You do have the Temperance. You really have to have patience if you are dealing with a person like this, because for some of you it could be your energy, but for others of you it could be the energy of the person that you are dealing with, and you really have to take it maturely. You really have to act maturely to deal with a person like this. So yeah, that's pretty much it coming up for you for this week. If the reading resonates with you, or if you if you got some sort of help with this reading, Do like, subscribe, and share. And if you're willing to get a personal reading to know what you can do to come out of this kind of a relationship, you can always reach out to me for a personal reading on my email ID in the description box. Till I do the next reading for you people, take care. Bye bye.